This is me on day 11 of the zero carb diet. When I say zero carbs, I mean no obvious ones. There's hidden ones probably still in my diet. Um, yeah, this is to fix gut dysbiosis and leaky gut, which I think is a big problem. Anyone that's got a lot of wind or uh, bloated gut, they've ever been told when they had a colonoscopy or whatever, or an ultrasound of their gut that they've got a lot of gas in there or whatever, that because it's bacteria mostly that produces gas, unless it's the fungal type, which is probably be candida albicans. So if you get any thrush anywhere, maybe you've got a big brewery in your gut, you know. And I don't think you've got a brewery when you've got small intestine bacterial overgrowth, but I would disagree with them because although it's not ethanol, which is what the candida albicans produce and funguses produce, it's still alcohols, it's still, so they probably don't do you very good, and it's probably because they don't taste very nice that we don't drink them as alcohols. But so anyway, on to this, how I'm feeling today. Yeah, I never had a great sleep. I was okay, although I did sort of sleep. It was restful, I wasn't moving a bit and stuff, and so I was okay. I woke up, but I went back to sleep again, which is a bit unusual once I'm up. Even if I don't feel good, I can't get back to sleep. But so it was good and it was bad as well. And I felt a bit rough all day till about the evening. I feel as if sort of hangover, but then I always feel like that anyway. I mean, for me, I always feel tense, and I think it's the toxins. They build up so much that they end up in your muscles, and you just get tense all over. So that's what I'm waiting for to like. If all that tension goes away, it probably means that the toxins have went away, and my brewery and my gut is closed down basically. And when I say gut, I mean probably the small intestine, but it could be the large intestine as well. That's the only place you're meant to really have microflora. When it creeps up into your small intestine, then it's competing with you for food really, and it's also producing toxins which we will easily absorb, and you'll probably end up with leaky gut as well. So I pooped today as well. I just thought I'd mention that because I usually get constipation when I do these things, but I done a bit of poop today, so that was good. Yeah, so I still feel a bit rough, but okay, but then I always do, so I feel about 4.5 out of 10. Usually I feel like 4 out of 10. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while though. Cheats, I did have some small bits of chocolate because I had some Galaxy bar left. When I say a lot, I mean about six of the tiny things, so I don't even know how much. But I stopped taking sugar in my coffee, so that was a big cheat. Wasn't really even a cheat. So that was about 5 grams per heap, so maybe 15 grams a day. Sugar. I've stopped that now. Because I feel when you do these diets, if you don't think you're going to stick to them, then just slowly do it, or, I mean, I'm probably 80% down in my carbs already. Now it's getting down to 90% probably without that sugar. I'm really getting down low now. I mean, I feel if you feel bad on this diet, maybe try a bit of sugary stuff for energy, because I feel that that's the problem. You're not getting any energy. But also, if you're on the candida diet, you'll probably still be taking complex carbs, and if you feel really bad on that, it might be SIBO instead, because they'll be feeding off the complex carbs. Anyway, so yeah, onto this meals. Well, the last of my sausages, because I had sausages, and I suppose the skin of the sausages is probably made from some sort of carb or even cellulose or something. So it may even be a prebiotic, that we can't absorb, but the gut bacteria will. So that's not very good. But that's it. It's finished. And chicken and mixed veg really. And I'm still taking a bit of pesto because to give flavour to stuff. So but I'm getting quite down. Uh, I couldn't weigh myself because my batteries run out of my weighing scale. So, but I think I've lost a bit. Maybe I don't know. I don't really want to estimate really, but maybe a kilogram or something. I don't know, is that a lot? Or that's not very much, is it? I think I'm about 95 kilograms or 100 kilograms, so maybe 2 kilograms or something, I don't know, really. I'll need to check. Yeah, and this is just a page with my main points on this. I think whether you've got SIBO or whether you've got fungal, candida albicans, um, gut dysbiosis, it's probably acting as a brewery and down there. So if you've got candida albicans, it is a brewery basically because it's producing ethanol. But when you get SIBO, I think it's producing other alcohols anyway. Just ones that we don't normally drink, but probably have the same sort of weird effect on humans, you know. Um, so yeah, and gut over fermentation. Well, your microflora is meant to really only be in your colon. It's not meant to be in your small intestine really, apart from a bit at the lower end. So, but I feel that people could have large intestine bacterial overgrowth, and I think Dr. Norm Robillard agrees with that concept. Even though your microflora isn't in your small intestine, you might have it may be out of control in your colon, you know. So I think that's something worth considering. People to look out for is Dr. Norm Robillard, Dr. Eric Berg, duties fasting. I think window fasting is a good idea. You know, they call it intermittent fasting. I would think maybe pick times of the day where you can eat, then see how long you can go with fasting. I mean, if you stop eating at 8 o'clock at night, you might make it to 8 o'clock the next day, and you might be able to go even longer, you know. Because I think actually fasting, it gives your gut a chance to self heal, and I actually think that gurgling is a good sign. It's a sign that you're maybe either your gut's healing or maybe it's die off of the bacteria. Um, you know, but what we usually do when you get gurgling is we eat. So, but that's probably making it worse. That's probably the worst thing you can do. You know, it's just something to consider. And I think anyone could have a go at the ultra low carb diet. You know, because you know we probably in the West we eat too much anyway, especially carbs, even complex carbs. You know, pizzas and rice and the whole thing. Yeah, and if it's cyber or something, you'll feel worse on probiotics, prebiotics, fermented stuff, because it's all either get bacteria in it or it feeds bacteria. So if you feel worse on that sort of stuff, then you've probably it's SIBO. It's more the problem, small intestine bacterial overgrowth rather than fungal candida overgrowth. Yeah, and I had to go try and make it a flowchart, but I didn't. I failed because this is me just trying Google slides for the first time, so or really having a go at it. So I might try and do better on this. So that's all I've got to say for today. Yeah, uh, goodbye. I'll keep you updated tomorrow.